Alright, so black Twitter and just the black social media construct is having an issue with the fact that on TikTok, the top 5 creators in earnings are non-black or just straight up white. Obviously, I think Charli D'Amelio is the top one. And for black people to have created a lot of the trends, there are discrepancies in the distribution of the funds. I want to let Akin start off with that one.
All right, black people have to make their own platforms. White people made Facebook, they made Instagram. A lot of these film studios out here that's in Hollywood, white people run them or have created them. Asians made TikTok. And until black people start to make their own platforms, their own applications, they're always going to get the short end of the stick. And white people are going to get the lion's share. Now, that's not me trying to condone what's going on with black people. But it's just the reality of it. You know, when you're in somebody's house, until you can actually move out your own house and get your own shit, it's always going to be their rules. You know, even when you start actually paying rent and producing, it's always going to be, well, my name on the lease, this is my house, it's still my shit. And we have to understand too that we got to look at the writing on the wall and say, yes, this is a huge, big platform, and then it's very nice, but I still got to move it to my own shit, even if it's smaller. You know, one day it's going to grow and get larger, but you have to be comfortable with the seeds. You can't look at, you know, what other people are growing and be like, damn, I'm only trying to be on that. That shit ain't yours. You got to grow your own shit. And that's why we have to promote and we have to support our black tech creators. You know, a lot of black people, we are obsessed with the comedy, with the sports, with the actors. But we have to start promoting our people in the tech field, in the medical field, because that's going to build the foundation of us as entertainers, build our industry. You know, like...
Everybody works together. The right hand wash the left, both wash the face. My bad.
No, it's cool. Like Adenian always says, one of the greatest natural resources, especially for black Americans, is their talent, their creativity. They bring the most revenue when it comes to a lot of these industries, whether it's sports or entertainment. And once they could really monetize that shit from the foundation up, they could really have generational wealth just based off that. But I don't want to keep rambling.
Nah, I mean, it's true. I mean, if you want to talk about entertainment in terms of just the music industry, which has mostly, you know, the top earning artists are obviously like, you know, black artists. Dude, the industry is set to make $65 billion. The entire music industry is set to make $65 billion by 2023.
Yeah.
So we about a year away from them making $65 billion. They was at $53 billion in 2018. So now you do like 5 years, you get a $10 billion raise in 10 years, but Meek Mill ain't getting paid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got so much rappers that's like not getting paid for the work that they did. So, and now you got TikTok that is got over 1 billion downloads.
Yeah. So
much accounts. People that are actually active on their accounts. It's blowing Instagram out the water. Yo, it is. It's blowing Instagram out the water. And now, how many fucking black people on there was making dances and doing types of shit they was doing. And dude, like, for them to have even the Renegade, the Renegade joint with Charli D'Amelio, like a black girl came up with that.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm saddened by this. We should probably put her name on the actual video. But I don't even know the black girl's name that even did it. But I know Charli D'Amelio's name. A lot of the songs that they do the dances to are black songs. Yeah. Like, yo, and so the top earners, and they're not only having this problem on TikTok. This problem is going on Twitch. It's going on YouTube. It's going on, I mean, how many platforms? Even you look at, Instagram damn near killed itself. But even on Instagram, like, how many black influencers really get to eat like people of other races? Now, when I talk about the tech people,
now they are eating. Black influencers do eat.
They're not saying that TikTok people don't eat.
Yeah.
They're saying in comparison to the white counterparts. Yes, even black creators on TikTok, they get a certain type of, amount of money. It's not like anybody's not getting paid for anything, but they're saying in comparison.
Yes.
So let's say like an NBA player, like you said, they'll be playing, but they might not be making as much as the owner.
Yes.
you know. But also there has been black tech people that have tried to create labels, apps, music apps,
and they weren't supported.
Yo, how many times? I think I saw one dude, and I don't even like dropping 105 and anything, but one dude was on 105. He was on Power 105. I think that he was the son or grandson of Isaac Hayes. And he started a music app for independent artists to help them with their distribution. But the thing is that, are we gonna actually support our own tech people?
Also, to look at Clubhouse.
Clubhouse was started by black folks, but
shoot, no, that's what we're bringing up. Me and they always talk about, damn, like we saw every rapper on Clubhouse. That's how we heard about Clubhouse, right? Clubhouse is not made by a black man.
Hell no.
Now, I'm not saying that, you know, we only use applications made by black people, but why is it that when these black people, these black tech professionals come out with their applications, that black celebrities not, all right, let me hop on this and promote this shit
and make it
so
high.
he can come up. So now, if this platform get big, me as a black person who I want to create content and get the most out of my monetization, I can eat off this shit and I don't gotta worry about no issues. Look how many times Lil Boosie get kicked off of IG. You have to ask yourself, if IG was ran by black people, would they let Boosie rock?
Of course they let Boosie rock.
Of course they let him rock.
I mean, you got Whack 100. Every week it's a new argument with him.
Yeah.
You know, you not blood, you not Crip. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no real nigga. You was a truck driver. Every day it's like, since when do you know this random rapper from a whole totally different state? Like, since when do you know his whole upbringing? Like, nigga, you got reach. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you do this shit every week. It's a new argument, and you do it on Clubhouse.
Yeah.
You can make an argument that Whack 100 and them niggas is single-handedly keeping Clubhouse relevant.
Now, like I said, sometimes us being connected as black culture, we have like a tunnel vision of black creators and black content makers. Right?
Yeah, but
also too, can I make this comment?
Yeah.
That Whack 100 and these guys who are running Clubhouse right now, they have the money to reach out to a black tech creator.
Of course they do.
And say, bro, let's get out this Clubhouse shit, and you copy this program from toe to toe. Why? Because white people historically have done that shit, where they copy off a song or they copy off something that black people have created and make their own version and they eat off it.
Let me tell you something. Whack 100 has done better PR for Clubhouse than he ever did for Blueface.
That's true.
And that's a fact. Clubhouse, he's been able to keep a white person's platform alive longer than he was able to keep Blueface shit alive. Blueface gotta go and punch niggas in their face in the ring now. He gotta fight TikTok niggas.
Also, too, is two different things, because Blueface made music that was very disposable. Clubhouse has high practicality and usability for a lot of people.
Yeah, but Clubhouse is also gimmicky, you know. So it's like, now look, I'm not saying that Blueface should have been Tupac Shakur. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that basically Whack 100 has lifted that platform to where, and to be honest, Clubhouse is still not off the ground. People only really tune in for a lot of times because Whack 100 is on there.
That's not true.
Well, listen, there's a good amount of people, because I don't hear about, shit, if you know anybody else that's on there.
No, I'm saying is that me being on Clubhouse, I don't even really stay in rooms, but I've joined rooms on Clubhouse.
They have other rooms.
And I get notifications, and them rooms don't be empty. It's just that Whack with the drama, he's been able to combine a new aspect. Because, a lot of us watch Love and Hip Hop back in the day because we could see these artists that we liked talk, right?
Yeah.
And that was scripted, right? I'm not saying that this shit on Clubhouse ain't scripted.
They freestyle.
But now you get this kind of hood culture, this conflict, and all this other shit, and you listen to that shit live. So people be tuning in like it's almost like television.
It's definitely scripted. So, because I just find it funny that Roddy Ricch, who actually is a solid artist.
Yeah.
How out of nowhere Roddy Ricch is on Clubhouse arguing with, like, him and Whack 100 is going at it, trying to, see if Roddy Ricch is a real blood or not. It's like, what are y'all talking about? Like,
and do fans really care about their artists being Bloods and Crips? That's another thing that's fabricated from the industry. I just like Roddy Ricch music, especially from that first album. I thought they did an amazing job. I just found out recently, a week and a half ago, that he was gang affiliated.
But my thing is like, is he gang like? It doesn't matter. Number one, if he's gang affiliated, it has nothing to do with the music.
Yeah.
Number two, did they only go up there and do that because the album didn't sell well?
Yes.
So it's like, okay, Whack 100 got a little platform on Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Let me go on Clubhouse and try to see if I could get some of the, because people know that people like King Von, even though he died, but you got niggas like King Von and other dudes, that got extensive followings and in terms of core fan base because of their connections in the hood.
Yeah.
Okay, so they got a core fan base. So some people, when the music that's not about violence and shit is not doing too well, now people feel like, all right, let me step into this hood role a little bit.
Because
maybe
that'll
mix
help.
Up in there.
But usually it never helps.
I mean, Rick Ross sold about 30K his first week, so that goes to show you, even if you try to falsely attach yourself to the hood, is the hood buying music like that now?
No. And they know that a lot of hood outlets, they're buying conflict and they're buying drama. And this is why I think I saw this video with my son, where they said that labels were only signing artists that had hip hop beefs.
Right. But this once again goes back to the TikTok thing, because it's like, when you own your own industry, now a nigga don't gotta go and catch a few bodies to sell some records. Like, you could pretty much sign and do PR with your own folks and get people, because a lot of times it's algorithms and stuff that even make these people go viral anyway.
That's true.
And that's a fact. That's not a conspiracy. Like, I've been to meetings where they took out the software as to how they found Khalid. And Khalid is not even a rapper. They found Khalid through a software. You understand what I'm saying? So, dude, when you own your own industry, you get to start making the rules.
It's true.
Now Meek Mill don't gotta ask why he's not getting paid. He could go ask his accountants, like, all right, where's the money going? What's going on with the revenue? All right, you can see where the money is going. A lot of people don't know too is that these labels don't give a fuck who they sign a lot of times. They'll sign anybody. And now Meek Mill is so good on his label in terms of he makes money, like his music or not, but he sells records. But Meek Mill is paying for everybody else's shit, all the PR for everybody else's shit. His success pays for a lot of other people that signed to that label. So now, once again with the TikTok thing, until black people make their own stuff, how do you expect to really have a stake? Even in the NBA, how many NBA players didn't want to get vaccinated or don't want to get scrutinized? At one point, it was the ABA and the NBA. The NBA was not the only basketball thing in town. So you was able to, there was a competitor. You think that you can't do another competition in terms of just have players, I'm not the biggest fan of LeVar Ball, but he tried to start his own league. He had, people from different states. I think that he had his sons playing in the league. Now, yeah, was it the best league? No, but LeVar Ball made it. If LeVar Ball could do that, imagine what LeBron could do. Imagine what Kobe could do. If Ice Cube could make a league that was getting more ratings than the WNBA, you mean to tell me what could Kobe have done? Obviously, if he was still alive, what could Magic Johnson really do? To where now black players don't got to go up there and tap dance and do fake shit to appease people to keep their jobs. And the NFL really need their own league. They really need it because black players, they treat it like a plantation.
Our consciousness has to become more of a collective. On this show, we love analogies. I think about it as a house. Black people make the house look amazing. In terms of the core of the house, everything looks crazy. But we don't focus on a culture where we want to produce people that's actually going to do the plumbing and do the wiring, the things that make the house work. And what I mean by that is that a lot of us, we promote entertainment, but we got to promote a culture, especially within our education of technology. There's no reason why we shouldn't know the names of 10 black people who are making apps, and we're not promoting those apps. Even when it comes to the sports leagues. And this includes me too. I feel like at times we'll see a black person that has created something. We say, okay, oh, that's nice. I support it. But do we really go out our way to support it? Do we download it? Do we attend it? Do we purchase into that? Because we already have the white alternative that we feel, all right, this is still very practical. Why am I going to switch from A to B?
And a lot of times, sorry,
no, I'm done, bro.
You got to switch to that shit just because it's black sometimes. Because you got to think about the future. Like, now, look, I do understand that black-owned businesses, you know, you might get a cocoa butter for $150. But, you know, nah, it's the facts. You know, it is what it is. You might go and try to get some oxtails from a Jamaican spot. They charge $35. But when it comes to things that really have structure, things that could really be for the future, these apps, you know, these independent black labels, dude, you almost have to. You have to start supporting it, because 30 years down the line, the last thing you want is your grandson or your granddaughter saying, hey, I'm on, you know, whatever new fucking app, and black people made the trends and we not getting paid. And it's like, damn, still?
30 years later. 30 years later.
Well, this was Base to Your Face. My name is Edidiong Essien. Like, comment, and subscribe, and whatever you want to see us talk about, I want you to say it on the comments, and we will look into it for the next episode. Once again, I'm Edidiong Essien.
My name is Kenny Essien, and until next time.